Hello and welcome to the lead-in. This is the first episode. It's going to be a show where we're going to be previewing the best games in the Premier League, the upcoming games. I mean, of course, that's obvious. I'm so stupid. Guys. Okay. So, Tottenham versus Arsenal is going to be the biggest game this weekend. And Nakai, the Arsenal supporter, unfortunately, we're going to give it to her to give us a preview and what she thinks is going to happen.
Right. First of all, I'd like to make it clear, not an Arsenal supporter whatsoever. But yeah, I do think this is going to be a massive game this weekend, another London derby. And I think after the game last weekend with Tottenham and Chelsea, which was a bit underwhelming in my opinion, it was a 0-0 draw. Yeah, I feel like people thought Tottenham were going to win. People thought Chelsea was going to win. But anyways, I think for this Tottenham and Arsenal game, one, you have Arsenal where I feel like the players are feeling a bit demoralized. They might not have as much confidence in their manager and confidence in themselves as well going into this game after the loss against Wolves, I think. Yeah, Wolves. Last weekend. So yeah, coming from that standpoint, I do think and as well Tottenham, they've been quite confident. You can see in their recent games. So I do think it's going to be a tough game, but I think Tottenham are going to win. That's my prediction.
But so when you're mentioning that the players are losing confidence in the manager, are you trying to tell us that if Arteta loses this one, you know, it's getting closer and closer to that spot where the fans and maybe next the owners are going to want him out of Arsenal?
I think, yeah, the loss in confidence in Arteta, I feel like is a major thing, because once players start losing confidence in their manager, you can see the way they play on the pitch. They might not have, you know, you can tell when a player wants to play for their manager, when they want to play for their club. You know, they put everything in the game.
Okay, so this is my last question to you. Do you think that the lack of confidence in the manager is justified? Is the manager messing the team up? Is he actually making them worse instead of making Arsenal better? Do you think it's Arteta's fault?
I feel like to a certain extent, I mean, you can't really blame the manager for everything, because at the end of the day, he's not the one on the pitch taking the ball. It's the players. So yeah, of course, the manager does play a role in that. He's the driving force behind the motivation in the team and, you know, the pep talks and saying, guys, let's keep pushing, let's do this. But at the end of the day, it's the players themselves that are on the pitch. If the players aren't in the game, if the players, you know, you also have to, as a player, motivate yourself to a certain extent. So even if you feel like, okay, I'm not happy with the manager, you still have to know I'm playing for my club, I'm playing for myself. So yeah, I don't think we can put all the blame on Arteta. I feel like it's 50-50.
Nigel, you seem you've got something to say.
No, I was just saying that I agree with what she's saying. I don't think it's necessarily an Arteta thing. I think Arteta has almost helped them and given them a way, showing them a way that he wants to play. But I just think the quality of the players as well, and some players are really, you know, rotten. Look at players like David Luiz, etc. I don't think they're good enough to play, you know, for a team at that level, honestly. So I think that's the problem with Arsenal. I think the quality is not there.
Okay, so obviously Nakai and Nigel think Tottenham will be missing Harry Kane because they said he's injured. They probably think they're gonna beat Tottenham. That they're gonna beat Arsenal.
Oh, I think it's gonna be a draw. I think Jose Mourinho is gonna want a draw. I think he's gonna be fine with a draw. So he's just gonna do what he did against Chelsea. He's gonna sit. He's gonna have Sissoko. He's gonna have Sissoko and Obama.
No. Okay.
And I think.
No, let's give it to you, Mbai.
Okay.
Okay, I agreed with everything he said. I just don't agree with the part where he says Mourinho's going to be okay with the draw. Because at the top of the table, the top four were literally 1 point difference. So if Liverpool takes 3 points, if Chelsea takes 3 points, Mourinho's falling to third. So he needs 3 points. Because I think Chelsea's taking the win this weekend. Liverpool's taking the win. So if Mourinho walks away with 1 point, he's lost his little number one, So he needs that win. He needs that win. Because Chelsea were taking the W. So
I think he wants. I think he obviously wants a win, but I think he can settle for a draw. I think Mourinho is the type to say, okay, against the big team, if we can get a point, I think it'll be fine. And then against the smaller teams, beat those teams. So I think a draw wouldn't be bad for Mourinho. It wouldn't be bad for Arteta as well. I just think it's gonna be a draw. That's what I think.
I actually think the draw is going to be bad for Mourinho. Yeah, because he's got Liverpool on the horizon. Yeah, Liverpool is on the horizon. It's better to win now before you play a team like Liverpool.
Exactly.
So you think he will say it's better, like what you're saying, better to get 3 points now and then we can go get a draw at Liverpool?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because if he doesn't take 3 points, he's already falling to third.
And you know how much
not ideal for someone who
number one.
Exactly.
Yeah. So with Kane missing,
but if he does come out of his shell, if he lets Tottenham play how they want to play, then I think it will also expose them a bit. So that will also be a problem. So it'll be an interesting game because like that. Then.
But don't you think, guys?
Wait, I have a point I want to say. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, should I go?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys said you see a draw, and I see a draw too. But one thing that I noticed, I don't see Arsenal scoring. I don't see how that can happen. If Chelsea, if we fail to score, and you guys have seen our attacking talent, you've seen who we have up front. If we fail to score, and who Arsenal has Lacazette and Aubameyang, they've not been doing much. So I don't see them scoring. And if they do score, it's going to be a defensive error. Because if Mourinho decides, all right, I'm parking that bus, there's no goals that. There's no way they're scoring. I don't see Arsenal scoring. It's not going to be easy for them to score that.
But don't you think we're undermining Aubameyang's ability though? Yes, he's had a tough start to the season, but don't you think he has those moments in him?
I do see. The thing is, for me, he's a top 3 striker in the Prem, but we have to remember that he's not warm right now, He's still a bit rusty, so we can't expect him to just wake up that one game. And the thing is, they have Aubameyang, not only, but low-key only Aubameyang. And we had Werner, Tammy, Pulisic, Ziyech. We had 4 Aubameyang, and we still didn't score. So one of him versus 4 of ours. I don't know. So.
Okay.
I'm actually starting to think that maybe Arteta is a bit overrated. Of course, he's gonna be held in high regard because he comes from the overrated school of Pep Guardiola. If someone is associated with Pep Guardiola, then automatically they get overrated, just like Arteta. We have to start looking at his results, in an objective manner. If someone else was losing as much as Arteta was losing, do you think you'd be given the same freedom, the same slack that we give Arteta?
Who's answering?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. For me, he's obviously having a difficult time at the moment, but I think that also comes with he's trying to give the team an identity. You understand? So I think it's kind of a build when it's like that. If it was a situation where he goes in every game, like what Mourinho does basically, and he says, okay, for this game we're going to play like this, and then we're going to do this for this game like that. I think it's different. It's different. But now he's trying to have that almost Manchester City way of playing, where he has the ball, he's opening teams up, he's controlling the game, So I think it makes it sometimes it can be very difficult for him to do that. And his defense as well is not probably the best. And Aubameyang is not firing, so he's got problems at the moment.
He wants to play like Man City, but doesn't have Man City quality players.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
See? But sticking with my point, the Arteta thing, guys, I don't know if you've met this type of fans where, when Arteta does something wrong, then you say, this is wrong. They defend him religiously, then they say this, I particularly hate this. It's good, you just don't understand it, but it's good. They don't even explain why it's good. They just tell you, nah, Jorginho is a good player. You just don't know football. Or they tell you, Pep Guardiola is good, he does this. It's just because you don't know football, you don't understand it. I think Arteta is in that same way.
Yeah, like what you're saying, I think it's just, okay, go on.
Oh, sorry. For me, like, I'm not completely backing the fact that Arteta is not a good manager, not necessarily doing well. Because like people tend to forget, like, just a while ago, this man won the FA Cup. Like we forget that. And I mean, FA Cup is not like a massive trophy. It's not like UCL or anything, but he still, won that. Chelsea in semis, Liverpool in I can't remember. But yeah, this guy got the FA Cup. So I'm not necessarily too scared for him or anything. And I think Arsenal's problem is not necessarily him. It's just they just don't have anything up front. That's the truth. Like that's Arsenal's issue. Like Arteta, like okay, maybe it is his issue that they don't have anything up front. But like it's the players. It's on pitch. Like Arsenal, they can like concede a few goals, but they're not scoring. That's why they've only scored like 10 goals in 10 games. So like at the back, they can stop you guys from scoring. That I'll tell you for sure. Like Arsenal, like if they say you're not scoring today, you're not gonna score. But they're not gonna score as well. You know what I mean? Like up front, they just don't have anything. Like if you think Arsenal, you think Aubameyang, and after Aubameyang, then you have to think, oh yeah, there's Lacazette. Oh yeah, there's you have to think after that. It's not like other teams where it's like, okay, up front we got these three. For them, they just need to invest in more strikers. And if they do that, then Arsenal will be Arsenal again.
Yeah,
the stat against Wolves, a big stat. They had like 2 dribbles the whole game. So
bad.
They're so poor, guys. You look at a guy like Lacazette, at the moment, he doesn't even belong on a team like Southampton. He belongs in the bin. Look at
him.
Yeah, no,
they're
it's
calling him Alexander Lack of Threat.
No, that's a lack of threat. Exactly. Lack of threat.
Alexander Lack of Threat.
You're not scared to face that guy. If he's a strike on the opposing team, you're like, okay, this might be a holiday. The stats are reading something like they're creating 1 chance per match in the Premier League. Compared to the defensive, the parking the bus Mourinho team that's creating like 2.3 chances a game. How bad can they be? I'm not giving them a chance, guys. I'm calling this 2-0 to Tottenham. 2-0.
Okay, I have something. Look. Yeah. Okay, I know that you can say, okay, 2-0 to Tottenham. Oh, 1 second. I know you can say like 2-0 to Tottenham, but this weekend, when you thought Leicester versus Fulham, I can guarantee all of you were like, easy for Leicester, right? Like I watched that game and I was like, man, we didn't get 3 points against Tottenham. Leicester's coming above us. We're going to 4th. I sat down and I was like, I'm watching the first half only. Like Fulham, the team at the bottom, literally took points from Leicester. So I'm not going to completely rule out the chance of Arsenal, taking points. It's very slim, but if Fulham can do it, then yeah.
I have to shout out. The defensive midfielder who was playing for Fulham, who was playing against Leicester. What's his name? He was outstanding.
I think there was Harrison Reed and is it Andre Zambo Anguissa? Something like that.
Anguissa, exactly. Yeah. Anguissa. He was, oh my God, he was a bulldozer. He was unbelievable.
No, but you guys are not going to convince me otherwise. I'm saying Tottenham is going to win this match. I'm going to bet. We can ask for, the guys watching this video to give us their thoughts in the comments. I'm sure most of them are going to agree with me. Arsenal doesn't stand a chance here, I'm going to give. Okay, I'm not a bank. Let me think. $10, $10 to everyone who watches this video. If Arsenal win,
How many goals?
If Arsenal win,
Salah?
yeah. If Arsenal win,
Arsenal are not gonna win. I don't think Arsenal are gonna win, though.
yeah, that's what I'm
I
betting.
just think that the
Sorry,
best
guys.
result is a draw.
Yeah.
The best result is a draw for me.
Okay.
That's the best Arsenal can do.
That's what I'm saying. If Arsenal wins, anyone who comments in the comment section, I'm going to give them $10 because I don't believe it's going to happen. It's not going to
Nah,
happen.
it won't. It won't. But
I can,
We'll see.
I can. If I had a house, I was going to bet my house on this man. Arsenal
Imagine
will
the
not win.
scenes when Aubameyang turns
no, but
it
like
on.
look at it like this. Like if I had asked you guys, if I had said to you, okay, Fulham and Leicester, Arsenal and Tottenham. Between Arsenal and Fulham, who is more likely to win their match? Like confirm, you'd say Arsenal is more likely to win than Fulham
Yeah.
to beat Leicester, right?
No.
Come on now, let's see what Fulham has been doing.
Arsenal are so bad, guys. Arsenal are just so bad. You can't give them a chance. They can't beat anyone.
Okay, so Arsenal or Fulham, who's better?
Okay, Arsenal beat
Win.
Fulham when everything was still fresh. But right at this moment, I'd put my money on Fulham.
Okay.
They've lost their last 3 matches in a row. Is it? Oh, they haven't won in 3. Yeah, they haven't won in 3. They lost 3-0 to Aston Villa. Then lost to Wolves
Only
after Raul Jimenez had gone off.
I mean, Liverpool lost 7-1 to Villa as well. So
Okay, okay. So do you have anything more to add on this Tottenham versus Arsenal match? I've said my bit. I don't think Arsenal have got a chance.
I say draw.
I say
draw
good
or Tottenham wins.
I don't know, but it's gonna be a good game.
Why am I so scared to just predict, guys?
Why are you sitting on the fence?
Yeah,
Why are you
Me?
yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna be 100% with you. Maybe I am leaning a bit towards Arsenal because I really want them to take points off Tottenham. But to be honest with you, I don't see them kicking Tottenham. I would like them to, but I don't see it happening. But I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good to watch. So I think a draw or a Tottenham win.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
Thank you for watching TK Sports. For more awesome content from this channel, please subscribe. And also engage with us on our social media platforms down in the description below.